Welcome back, everybody. Road to GM, you feel me? And I'm probably going to be saying the same thing around for the next few videos about like how I'm stuck at the early 1900s. But that's because just yesterday I logged in, got in the lab, learned some new shit. But for like the next couple videos, I'm still going to be playing the same way I was playing. So it's going to be a couple videos before the evolution starts. But it starts now, baby. It starts now. And yeah, enjoy the video. If you're new, like, comment, subscribe. And let's get into this motherfucker. You hear me? So my opponent plays e4. I play the Sicilian. And like I said, we're switching it up. We're playing this motherfucker right here. Oh, we take the pawn early and then we develop the knight. What am I doing, low-key? This is the Taimanov. We pin. He chops and I chop back. I don't want to take with the D pawn because then we're going to trade queens. I'm not going to castle. It's just going to be very ugly, you know? So he blocks the pin, and now I strike back with d5 immediately. Takes. He gives a check. I block with the bishop. We trade bishops, and now I'm like, okay, we getting into an endgame. Don't let these queens get traded off because we are going into an endgame. I develop my knight. He steps his queen up. I castle. He brings the rook to the party. And now I slide my rook over, just putting extra pressure everywhere because I'm like, if this clears up, that's going to be a free pawn down the line. And here he hits me with a brilliance. Knight takes d5, and I'm like, ooh, he trying to get spunky. Because if I take with the queen, he'll take the bishop, and my rook will be hit. If I take with the knight, he'll take the bishop, and I can't take back because the rook will hit my queen. So I decided to take with the queen, though, because I'm like, okay, he won a pawn. So when he takes that bishop, I'm going to get my pawn back. And now I'll have this A pawn. If I can win this pawn, I'll just have a free A pawn that can go. But my opponent doesn't want me to take that B pawn, so I respect it. So now I jump my knight into the business. Attacking the bishop. If I can double his pawns, I can do it. But now he steps his bishy one up. I step my queen back, putting pressure on all this stuff. And we get a queen trade. And now we get into the endgame. Now we get into the end game, and you know me. You know me, motherfucker. I am the end game maestro. I do this end game shit, so you gonna watch and see how I perfect this motherfucker. A5, we're pushing that motherfucker. A4, we're pushing that motherfucker. We might break it up. We might use this as a decoy, but if you try to chop, that's a free. If you try to play this, we'll just push. So he steps the bishop back, and he's putting a barricade. I'm like, okay, it's dead even. The position is dead even. I step the rook up, attacking his bishop, and now I make a little loft for my king, just so I'm never getting back ranked. He does the same, and now I double up my rooks, and I play g5. I'm like, okay, let's start stepping our king into the business. It's the end game. So we want to put our pawns in places that are going to be strong, step our king up so our king's activated, make sure all our pieces are serving a purpose of some kind, whether that's defense, whether that's offense, whether that's protecting one of its brothers. These pieces are brothers and sisters, man. So they holding it down like these. My opponent plays h3. I step my king up to g6. It's still dead even. I'm just trying to make slow progress. Now he slides his rook over. And I'm like, okay, what does he want? He wants that. Let's slide my rook over just so like nothing happens. Now he steps his rook up, and I play f5. Still dead even, but I like my position. He's going after my pawns, and I just sidestep my king. I'm willing to start pushing e5. But now I can't push e5 because that. And I'm like, whoo, maybe I'll play up. But I play h5. Let's get spunky. My pawns are all on the 5th rank, except for this one, and this one's on the 4th rank. But all my pieces are serving somewhat of a purpose. Now he steps the bishop up, and I push f4. Let's go. He steps the rook up to the business. And now I slide my other rook over, and I'm like, okay, let's start targeting all these weaknesses. He brings his bishop back. And now I'm like, let's blow up the whole center. Look at this catastrophe going on. The pawn can take this pawn. This pawn can take this pawn. This can take this pawn. It can technically take that. It can technically take that, but like those aren't any good moves. So he takes that pawn. I take back with Tempizzi on the rookski, and now we shut it down. Look at this. These pawns are clogging up. This motherfucker cannot breathe over there. This motherfucker simply cannot breathe over there. He might have been on the Titanic when that, or not the Titanic. Why'd I say the Titanic? I meant the submarine back in the day. You know when that shit just, like, there was the 4 billionaires and that they ran out of oxygen down in that motherfucker? But fuck it, the Titanic analogy works too. This motherfucker can't breathe. He's suffocating, bro. Somebody get this motherfucker some milk and a fucking oxygen tank because he needs it. So he steps back. And now we step our king up. We have slow advantage. We're milking this shit, bro. Pause. Pause. That could be a pause. So, you know, we just gonna throw it out there. So now he doubles up his rooks. I drop my knight back. I want to plant it right here. I want to plant it right here. He steps his rook up. That's a rook trade. We can trade rooks. Now I jump my knight into the business. He takes a pawn. I don't care. I slide my rook over. Because do you see what I'm going for? I'm going for some shit like over here. I'm going for some shit like... He gives a check and I drop back. I'm not worried. Motherfuckers, look me in the eyes when I tell you this. I am not worried. We slide the rook over to the party. And now it's trouble. It's trouble. He tries to go after a pawn and it's trouble. It's trouble, motherfucker. Okay, hold on. Y'all, I don't know if that sounded fucked up, but listen to me. Motherfucker, you better lock in. Check with the rook. Motherfucker, you better lock the fuck in. He steps up and now we take that pawn. And how do you stop checkmate? How do you stop checkmate? He gives a check with the rook and we drop down. How do you stop checkmate, motherfucker? He gives a check again. Give me the bishop. How do you stop checkmate, motherfucker? You can't. He resigns. Stupid, stupid, stupid boy. Stupid boy. What the fuck you thought this was? What the fuck you playing on? That shit was so smooth. That endgame. Look at how he got greedy. He got greedy and went for a pawn and I hit him with some. Come here. Come here. Fuck boy. Come here. And you can't stop. You can't stop. Bow. Hello. Your king is cut off from every single escape. And this goes back. These pawns go back. Look at this. We shut down the whole side of the board. Like, the king had no escape. And look at what those pawns served in the end game. No escape. That's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. Crazy. He's crazy. Let's do a game review on that one. My opponent played good, though, until that end game. Okay, what was my best move here? Because I had some advantage. Okay. Bow. 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 Hello. Bow. Hello. Bow. Hello. Bro, we bringing it back to 2016. We dabbing on these hoes. What's wrong with them? So that's game 1. We got game 2 coming out in an instant. So rock with me. I'm going to rock with you. Is it too late to say goodbye? My mans, I walked down today. I walked the fuck down. Not today, but when I played this game, I walked him down, man. So we got e4, e5, and knight f3. Come on. We playing the Rui. I told you I've been in the lab a little bit, man. I told you I've been in the lab a little bit. Just a little bit. We've been in the lab learning that Rui, that Spanish, that Espanol. You heard me. He develops his bishop. Now we just developing. I go immediately for this bishop because I don't. Let me to be honest. I just started learning this shit. I'm just playing like a dumbass. I'm like, give me the bishop. Let me lock in my own bishy one. Lock it down. Castle. Castle. And now we play c3, getting ready for d4. We kick out the bishy one. Slide the rook over. d4. And now we make a blender. g4 is a blender because he can sack. Here, queen into the business. He can sack, but he doesn't do it. Now I drop my own bishop back, just defending everything up. Now he does sack, and I'm like, ooh, this boy trying to get spunky. But I'm like, okay, let me calculate. Take, check, here. If he gives another check, I can block with the knight. So let's do that. Let's go down that. Give me the knight ski. He takes, check again, and now I block with the knight. We're in business. We're fine. We're in business. Now he starts throwing his pawns. I take. He takes with the knight. Now I slide the rook over. Come on, we just add in pressure. We add in pressure up on this motherfucker. He jumps the knight in. I slide my rook up. Rook to g3, hitting the queen. Tell the queen to bounce that ass all the way up out of here. You need to get the fuck up out of here, bro. You are not welcome over here. I'm sorry. You got to go. Now I chop that. He takes with the knight. Now I defend everything up. Lock everything in. Slide my queen over. And we just are slowly building. He locks the position. Now I jump my queen into the business. Can we get a queen trade maybe? Can we get a queen trade? I'm already up a piece. He doesn't want a queen trade. That's fine by me. Give me a pawn. I'll take the pawn ski on ski for free. Now we're hitting the knight ski. Low key, why couldn't I have just taken the knight straight up? Yeah, I'm kind of tripping. I don't know why I didn't see that. Now I slide my other rook to the party. Now we just got rooks on rooks. We got nothing but straight pressure over here. He jumps the knight in. I step the rook all the way up. Hit the queen. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm asking the queen face to face, like a boss, like a man. What are you doing? Why are you all up in my face? I need you to back up. Yo, breath stank. Here's a mint. Please go. So she slides out the way. Now I jump the knight into the business. We just slowly accumulating all the pieces to the party. We bring all the pieces to the party. Now he slides the rook over, and I have a brilliant move. Queen takes knight. Queen takes knight. Queen takes knight check. You can't take because it's a pin, and I'm threatening to win back. I ain't see it, though. We slide the queen back. Now he takes the rook, but I seen that. I knew I was hanging my rook here. Tell me why. You want to know why I knew I was hanging my rook there? Because I had knight takes motherfucking h6. If you take, I take your queen. And if you take, I take, you take, I have mate. This is combos. This is a whole, hold up, folks. This is a whole bunch of, this is a, come here, fuckboy. Come here, fuckboy. What are you doing? And let me show you exactly what happens. Queen takes with check, so I take back with my bitch you won. And I know his bitch ass is gonna get greedy. But I got a fucking tank. I got a, fuckboy. Checkmate on your dome piece. What did I say was gonna happen? Drake hand on these hoes. Drake hand on these hoes. Drake hand, Drake hand, Drake hand, Drake hand, Drake hand on these hoes. Boy, that was just stress. That was straight stress. We can do a game review on that one, though. Okay, until the first mistake. Yeah, that was a blunder. What was my mistake here? Just chopping. What was his best move? Was it taking? Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, that was tough. Okay, that's smooth. GG. So, you know, if you're new, man, I appreciate you for rocking with me. I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces. Like, comment, subscribe. If you've made it all the way to the end, drop some clapping emojis in the motherfucking chat. And I fuck with y'all. I'll catch you on the flip. Deuces.